Hello, class. This is week 3 discussion, and the question is, the text identifies several social welfare services in Chapter 5. Which of these services do you believe are most needed in rural communities? What do you base your answer on and why? In the chapter of our text, there are several services discussed, from child welfare to services for immigrants to housing and homelessness. I believe that all of these social services are important in rural communities, but today I would like to discuss mental health and substance abuse services in rural communities. On page 45 of our text, it states approximately 18.7% of those living in non-metropolitan counties, or 6.5 million people, have some kind of mental illness. Yet they experience difficulty with accessibility, availability, and the restriction of choices for care. Rural residents are less likely to receive treatment for their behavioral disorders, and the quality of care for those who do receive treatment may be poorer than those who live in metropolitan areas. Because of the lack of resources for mental health and substance abuse in rural communities, this can increase individuals' health. It puts them at risk for suicide, obesity, depression, and other significant factors. Often in rural communities, individuals may not think of mental health as they would physical health, especially older population of individuals. Some people don't even believe in mental health at all. Then when a social worker may educate people about mental health and the resources that are available to them, it is really unfortunate when they have a really hard time finding local services or services that are quality. Unfortunately, this can lead to the criminal justice system getting involved. This can increase the recidivism rate for arrests and incarceration. I think of how I live in Johnson City, Tennessee, and we have a crisis response clinician who is a social worker, and she goes out on calls with police officers. She is an advocate for individuals who may need services, and she is able to advocate for them to receive mental health services rather than being incarcerated. However, in rural communities, this is not the case. There is no funding for a position like this, and if there were funding for a position like this, local resources are limited and sometimes non-existent. Incarceration is not a solution for individuals who struggle with mental health disorders or substance use. This can actually lead to worsening the conditions while also creating financial stress and other types of stress. So this is what I feel is one of the most needed social services in rural community is mental health and substance use. Thanks.